But I want to talk about the end of the second movie. Like you had the pubic beard.
Yeah.
And that idea came about because we had a writing session at Jeff Tremaine's house to come up with ideas for the movie.
Yeah.
And I said, just in this meeting, I said, hey man, for what it's worth, I like looked at my bush, my pubic hair. It was just like such a gnarly afro. Like
You had to just
I shaved
put
it
it
off.
on my
I
face.
shaved it off, and it was so much pubic. It was such a big bush. Like I stuffed it into an empty drug baggie.
Yeah.
Like
I've done this several times
and
as well.
it's sitting in my medicine cabinet in my bathroom. And so we're like, okay, what can we do with pubic hair? And like, the whole idea didn't come up in that session, but that was like the genesis, like where it all came. So you end up with everyone's pubic hair, super glued to your face.
Which, by the way, I would do that. I've said this every day. I've said, and I would really do every day for like, I would say almost the rest of my life, have to shave off your dick's pubic hair off my beard, then break my neck again. Seriously,
that makes sense.
So I'm like, this is gold, and I didn't have to try.
Every person in the world would agree with you on that one.
So
Right.
I
but that
got
was
the
gold,
best
and it was
skit
simple,
of
yeah.
fucking movie and possibly all time of Jackass, and I didn't have to break my neck.
I don't know, dude.
Or-
Done with the carbs ass.
That's
and
too
you,
much.
And
That's
you
the
with
best.
the
Yeah.
pubic beard.
The
Those are,
pubic beard was good though because it was like
But
the
Dunn's
prank
carved the
within
ass.
a prank aspect
Right,
where
right.
Aaron thinks he's pranking this guy, but
Right.
the prank is all on him. Like,
But
it was perfect.
But Dunn's car up the ass is probably
And
it's like the best thing. ever.
That's pretty much the best thing, yeah.
Yeah.
But the reason I bring up the pubic beard and what the bit was called, it was called the terror taxi.
Yeah.
You know, with the pubic hair on your, and then with like the whole terrorist bomb thing.
Yeah.
And you, after it was filmed, you told everybody, oh, I knew it was pubic hair. I was just being a bro. I was just going along with it because I didn't want to ruin the bit. But I knew.
Okay,
like,
do you
the
want
whole-
me to tell you the truth?
I mean, this is a controversy that's raged on
Forever,
for
since the
fucking
beginning.
years.
Since the beginning
Yeah,
of it
like,
even
and-
happening.
Look at him, dude. He's got an answer.
Oh,
Let's get
I
the
don't
truth.
lie. I don't need to lie. Why do I need to lie about anything? My life is so crazy already.
So that whole time you
So,
absolutely knew.
I walked in.
This is huge.
So I walked into Tremaine's office and he says to me, "We're gonna film," and I don't care at this point. I can tell like anybody, everybody, and I've told it as verbatim the same way every time because it's the truth. But I don't care to tell the whole world now. It doesn't matter. They can know.
I don't think that you've told it the same every time.
I have. I've told it the same every time because it's
That
the way it
you
went
knew.
down. No, I didn't know about the pubic. Okay, so check this out. So I walk in.
Oh, we got another version.
No,
think
no.
you just changed
You
right from
asked me.
V6.
Listen, I'm going back to the beginning
Okay.
of how I even ended up in this skit.
Okay.
I'm not at that time. I didn't know there was going to be any hair involved on my face. But I can tell you this: that Tremaine told me that we were going to film the skit that I wrote years ago, and I went through all of my notes when I got home because I write everything down and catalog it, and I didn't find it anywhere. And I had already turned in some fucking gold for this movie, and it wasn't being filmed. So I knew it was a setup. I'm like, I told my girlfriend at the time, I said, they're either going to pull a gun out or a knife out, or they're going to take me. I thought what they were going to do is take me to jail and fuck with me in jail. And so that was where my mind was going. So when they're putting the pubic hair, the dick hair, as I refer to, on my
Merkin.
chin or on my face, all over it, I even said, "Is this pubic hair?" And it's in the film. I think it was.
I think they used that. Yeah.
Yeah. And she goes, "No, it's Hollywood hair." And at that point, I didn't even process or give a fuck because I realized that what is happening right now is hilarious, right? So I went into the taxi. I didn't know it was Jay Chandler car whatsoever. I should have because he's recognizable.
Troopers.
But I'm sitting behind him, and Dimitri's sitting next to me, and we're filming, going to do this fucking gnarly terrorist taxi bit. And so I'm in character saying, "Take me to the Burbank airport, please," and all those things. And I don't know it's Jay, and Dimitri's looking over at me saying like, hey, say that one. And I said something that he had said to me, and then I started talking about liking women's breasts and stuff, and then I'm like, yeah, we're going this way, and then all of a sudden we're in a parking lot, and Jay gets out, and I'm like, I fucking got a bomb. And why would I say I've got a fucking bomb that's totally fake with the dude who's pointing a gun at me? Like, do you think I would actually be? No, I'd be like, dude, I'm so sorry instantly. So the only way out for me was to look like a badass and act tough. And so I was like, fuck you, dude. I got a fucking bomb. What are you going to do? And all this shit.
So you still thought this was real or fake?
No, I knew
No,
it was fake.
you knew it was a bit.
At that point.
You didn't look like you knew it was a bit.
Exactly. But I'm telling you the truth. Okay?
I can't
I
figure
knew
out
it
what
was-
you're telling me.
You can't process it. It's truth.
I mean, this, I don't know.
So dig this.
The
this.
story's going like this.
No,
and I
no, no.
believe
The
both.
story's going the same direction the whole time. I knew it was a setup. I didn't know about the pubic hair. I said, "Is this pubic hair?" But then I didn't even think about it anymore because I
you
wanted to
didn't-
stay in character. The whole time I'm being abducted all of a sudden with he tells me to get out, get on the ground. I'm in the back of the fucking taxi, and I'm literally laughing my ass off, like under my breath because I know I'm mic'd. And Bam says something, and I go, "That's Bam Margera. He's famous. You should listen to him." Like, you think I'm gonna say that shit if I'm terrified of my life?
But I remember there's a point where you're in the van and you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
Fuck, this is fucking stupid. What the fuck, you assholes? I'm sick of this shit. Get me out of here.
That was fake?
No, it was entertaining.
Okay,
so
if I understand correctly, you didn't know it was pubic hair
I
glued
did
all
not
over your
know
face.
it was pubic hair
and
glued all over my
You
face.
didn't know that it wasn't a real taxi driver.
I knew
So
it was
what
a setup.
did you know?
I knew it was a setup the minute Jeff told me that I wrote the skit, and I went back through all my notes from all the last many years and couldn't find it when I knew that we had already turned in really
So-
great ideas, and we're wasting
so-
time doing this. What is this old skit? I didn't write it. If I didn't write it, but we're filming it, but he told me I wrote it, then it's a setup. I don't know how it's going to go down, but I know it's a setup.
All right.
So as soon as the cab driver pulls the gun, in your head you know this is a bit, a prank on me.
Yeah.
So you just sort of play it for the camera like
Yeah.
the way you did it.
I
But
feel
you
bad
knew.
telling everybody all the time over and over, because especially they don't believe me.
So this is once
but
and
it's
for
the
all.
truth. Like, I'm like, it's not just a once and for all, because this will spark new conversation of like, why would you even say that? It's not true. I'm like, it is. It's just the truth. It's how it went down. I am the one person that
I still
knows.
don't understand what you've explained. So let's move
I
on.
didn't know about the pubic hair. I knew it was somehow a setup. I didn't know how it was going to go down. My thought was, and I told my girlfriend at the time, that it was going to be like I got a gun pulled on me, a knife or something like that, or taken to jail where then I get fucked with. Like, leave me overnight with cameras everywhere. And I'm freaking out. That I didn't know it was going to stop there. And then when I come out and I'm scared, whatever, right?
Right.
Then they tell me about the pubic hair, and then that processes through my mind like, oh fuck, like that's disgusting. Now that I have a moment to just
Okay.
take a breath, and then I started puking because it was in my mouth where I had just ripped out a tooth or something.
You had crabs in your mouth.
Yeah, and then that's all real. Like, come on, man.
Okay, good.
Was
good.
the dick hair really that necessary?
Yeah, and I made sweatshirts too. It said,
right?
Yeah.
I like it.
I love
Anyways.
it. It's called Steve-O's Hot Sauce for Your Butthole. And if you go on Amazon and type in Steve-O's Hot Sauce for Your Butthole and order yourself a bottle, you'd be really helping me. Because right now we're ranked number 30 on all of Amazon. And if you buy a bottle, we might go up the ladder. And that would mean a lot. So please get on Amazon and buy Steve-O's Hot Sauce for Your Butthole. Yeah. Yeah, dude.